Hi, my name is Hans Nicky J. Hongao, and I will be introducing what is the introduction of web development. Web developers often work for clients who are trying to get their product or service onto the web. The work is typically very project focused and involves collaborating with a team that helps to coordinate the client's needs into the end product. The client could be a tech company, an organization, or a government. The work could involve front-end, back-end, or full-stack web development. Web development could be a good profession for you if you like solving logical problems, building useful things, and experimenting with new technologies. Web developers are in high demand, generally have a good work-life balance, and command comfortable salaries. That is the introduction of web development.
My topic is type of web developers. The first one, front end, is the stuff you see in the website in your browser, including the presentation of content and user interface elements like navigation bar. Front-end developers use HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and their relevant frameworks to ensure that content is presented effectively, that users have excellent experience. The second, back-end, is refers to the guts of the application which live in the server. The back-end store and serve program data to ensure that the front end has what it needs. And the last one, full-stack developers are comfortable working with both the front-back ends. At the Odin project, they focused on teaching you full-stack development covering all aspects of web development.
Server-side versus client-side development. Server-side and client-side are two distinct aspects of web development. Server-side. Server-side refers to the processing that occurs to the web server. The server handles tasks like data processing, database interactions, and generating dynamic content. Server-side scripting languages such as PHP, Ruby, Python, and Node.js are commonly used. It's often used for tasks like require security, like users authentication and database access. Changes on the server are typically not visible to users until the page is refreshed.
The client side. Client side refers to the processing that occurs to the user's device, usually a web browser. It involves rendering and manipulating content in the browser, including HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Client-side scripting enhances user interactivity and responsiveness without requiring a page refresh. Changes made on the client side are often immediately visible to users. Examples include form validation, animations, and real-time updates. In modern web development, both server-side and client-side components are often used together to create dynamic and interactive web applications. The choice of which tasks to perform on each side depends on factors like security, performance, and user experience.
Essential web development tools and environments can vary depending on your specific needs and preferences, but here are some keys such as text editor or integrated development environments. For Visual Studio Code, Sublime Text, Atom, and JetBrains Web Store. Browsers for testing such as Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, and Microsoft Edge. Version control, Git with platforms like GitHub or GitLab for hosting repositories. Front-end development tools for HTML, CSS for processors like SAS or LEDs. JavaScript bundlers like Webpack, and responsive design testing tools. Security tools for SSL certificates for secure connections, example, Let's Encrypt. The specific tools you choose may depend on your project's requirement, your familiarity with the tools and the programming languages and frameworks you're using. It's also important to you to stay updated with the latest developments in web development tools and technologies to ensure you're using efficient and secure options available. That's all.
Web standards and industry best practices are guidelines and recommendations that web developers and designers follow to create websites and web applications that are accessible, functional, secure, and performant. Adhering to these standards and best practices helps ensure that websites work well across different browsers and devices and provide a positive user experience. So here are some key web standards and industry best practices. In HTML, or the hypertext markup language, validate HTML wins tools like the W3C markup validation service to ensure proper syntax and structure. In performance optimization, optimize images and other assets for faster page loading. Accessibility, follow the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, or the WCAG, to make websites accessible to people with disabilities. In user experience, or the UX, conduct user testing or gather feedback to improve the user experience. These web standards and industry best practices are continually evolving, so it's essential for the web professionals to stay updated with the latest developments and trends to create modern, efficient, and user-friendly websites and applications.
Thanks for watching.